Have you ever wondered how to be an effective business analyst in a remote team? It all starts with defining your role and setting expectations. In a remote setup, this is particularly essential because you are not working in a traditional office environment where your responsibilities might be more apparent. Defining your role is not just about understanding your job description, it's about knowing where you fit in the grand scheme of things, understanding the broader goals of your team, and recognizing how your work contributes to achieving these objectives. As a business analyst, your role might involve analyzing data, identifying trends, and making recommendations. But in a remote team, it might also involve becoming a bridge between different departments, facilitating communication, and ensuring everyone is on the same page. Setting expectations is equally important. It's about having a clear idea of what your team expects from you and what you expect from your team. It's about setting boundaries, defining your working hours, and making sure that you are not overburdened. It's about knowing when to say no, but also understanding when to go the extra mile. It's about finding that perfect balance that allows you to be productive without feeling overwhelmed. In a remote setup, you need to be self-managing and autonomous. You need to be proactive, take initiative, and stay organized. You need to manage your time effectively, prioritize your tasks, and stay focused. And most importantly, you need to be accountable. You need to take ownership of your work and be responsible for your actions. Understanding your role and setting expectations is not a one-time thing, it's an ongoing process. As your team evolves, as your projects change, as your environment shifts, your role and expectations might need to be reassessed and redefined. It's a part of your growth, a part of your journey as a business analyst in a remote team. Once you have a clear understanding of your role and expectations, the next step is to establish trust and rapport with your team. Building trust and rapport is even more crucial when working remotely. But how do you do it effectively? Well, let's dive into that. First, regular check-ins are vital. These aren't just about checking off tasks on a to-do list, they're opportunities to connect, to understand what's happening in each other's work lives, and to offer support where it's needed. Regular check-ins help us stay aligned with our teammates and keep us all on the same page, fostering a sense of togetherness, even when we're miles apart. Next, reliability is key. When we say we're going to do something, we need to follow through. This is how we show our teammates that we're dependable, that we're someone they can count on. And when we're reliable, we're not just building trust, we're strengthening it. We're showing our teammates that they can rely on us to deliver, and that's a powerful thing in a remote setup. But it's not all about tasks and deliverables, it's about people too. Showing empathy to our teammates is crucial. We're all human after all, and working remotely can sometimes be isolating. By showing empathy, by understanding and acknowledging the challenges our teammates are facing, we're not just building rapport, we're building relationships. And in a remote setup, these relationships can be the glue that holds the team together. Remember, mutual respect and understanding are the cornerstones of any successful team. In a remote setup, they're even more crucial. We need to respect each other's time, ideas, and contributions. We need to understand the unique challenges each of us faces and work together to overcome them. This mutual respect and understanding is what allows us to trust each other, to build rapport, and to work effectively as a team, no matter where we're based. So to recap, regular check-ins, reliability, empathy, and mutual respect and understanding. These are the tools we need to build trust and rapport in a remote setup. With trust and rapport established, effective communication becomes the next crucial step. So, stay tuned as we delve into the art of effective communication in our next segment. Effective communication is the lifeblood of any team, more so in a remote setup. But how can you ensure it? Let's delve into this. The first technique we'll discuss is active listening. It's more than just hearing what your teammates have to say. Active listening involves understanding the message, processing it, and responding in a way that validates the speaker's thoughts and feelings. It's a two-way street. It allows for better understanding, reduces miscommunication, and fosters a culture of respect. Next, we have clear and concise communication. In a remote setup, you don't have the luxury of clarifying your point across the table. Your words must be precise and your message unambiguous. Avoid jargon and overcomplicated language. Remember, the goal is to convey information, not to showcase your vocabulary. Now let's talk about communication tools. In today's digital age, there's an array of tools at our disposal. Email, instant messaging, video conferencing, the list goes on. The trick is to choose the right tool for the right task. Quick question: instant messaging might be the way to go. Need to brainstorm on a complex issue? A video call would be more appropriate. But remember, no tool can substitute the value of face-to-face communication. So, make sure to schedule regular video meetings to maintain that human connection. Lastly, let's highlight the need for regular feedback and open dialogue. Constructive feedback is a gift. It helps identify blind spots and provides an opportunity for improvement. But feedback should not be a one-way street. Encourage open dialogue. Let your team know that their opinions and ideas matter. This will not only improve the quality of work, but also boost team morale. So, to recap, effective communication in a remote setup involves active listening, clear and concise communication, utilizing the right communication tools, and fostering a culture of regular feedback and open dialogue. Now that we have effective communication in place, it's time to adapt to changing requirements and scenarios. In a remote setting, being adaptable is key. But how can you ensure you're ready for any changes? Let's dive into the importance of adaptability in a remote setup. In the shifting sands of remote work, flexibility is your greatest ally. You may need to adapt to new tools and technologies, changing project requirements, and even different time zones. It's like stepping onto a dance floor where the rhythm can change at any moment. You need to be ready to switch your steps and keep moving to the beat. Adjusting to new tools and technologies is a given. Just like a carpenter has a toolbox, a business analyst has a suite of software and systems at their disposal. But remember, tools are not static. They evolve, they improve, they change. One day you might be working with a tool you know like the back of your hand, and the next, a software update could change everything. Being open to learning and mastering these changes is vital. Now let's talk about changing project requirements. In the remote world, project goals can shift faster than a sand dune in a desert storm. It's your job as a business analyst to anticipate these changes, adapt your strategies, and steer the project towards success. Embrace these changes as opportunities to demonstrate your flexibility and problem-solving skills. Lastly, let's not forget about the challenge of different time zones. When your team is spread across the globe, it's like trying to solve a puzzle where the pieces are constantly moving. You need to be able to adapt your communication style and schedule to cater to these different time zones. Remember, it's not just about adjusting your alarm clock, it's about adjusting your mindset. Being proactive and solution-oriented is the secret sauce to thriving in the face of these challenges. When you see a hurdle, don't just jump over it, learn from it. Use it as a stepping stone to improve your skills, to become better at what you do. Being adaptable is crucial, but so is seeking continuous improvement and learning. In a fast-paced business environment, continuous improvement and learning are non-negotiable. But how can you ensure it? Firstly, it's important to understand that continuous learning is not a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process. It requires a commitment to regularly update your knowledge and skills to stay abreast of the latest trends and developments. This might mean attending webinars, reading industry publications, or even pursuing further formal education. Secondly, seeking feedback is a crucial part of this process. Constructive criticism can help identify areas for improvement, and positive feedback can highlight strengths to build upon. Don't shy away from feedback. Instead, see it as a valuable tool for growth. Moreover, being open to new ideas is the fuel that drives continuous improvement. This involves maintaining a curious and open mindset, always on the lookout for fresh perspectives and innovative solutions. Remember, every interaction, every project, and every challenge presents an opportunity to learn and grow. Additionally, investing in professional development is another significant aspect of continuous learning. This could involve acquiring new certifications, attending training programs, or simply learning a new tool or software relevant to your role as a business analyst. Lastly, fostering a growth mindset is fundamental. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Embrace the uncertainty, and remember, the path to improvement is paved with effort and resilience. Continuous improvement and learning are key, but let's illustrate these points with an example. Here's a real-life example to illustrate these points. Consider Raj, a business analyst working remotely. Raj set clear expectations for his role, built trust with his team, and communicated effectively. When a sudden change of requirements came, he adapted promptly, showing his flexibility. He always sought to learn and improve, which led to remarkable results in his projects. As we can see from this example, being an effective business analyst in a remote team involves defining roles, building trust, communicating effectively, being adaptable, and continuously learning and improving.